What's up and welcome back to Kinda Funny's DCEU in review. Just a few more of these to go and then good riddance to all that is DCEU. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Isn't that right, Andy Cortez?
It might get worse.
It might get worse. A handful of movies are still remaining and it might get worse. How do you feel about that, Big Daddy Greg Miller?
I don't know if it can't get worse, guys. Can we just get to the DCU already? Can we just get to whatever James Gunn has up his sleeve?
Oh, man. Of course, this is Kinda Funny's In Review, where each and every week we get together to rank, review, and recap different movie franchises. If there's a movie franchise you love or hate, chances are we have covered it on this show. This is a show you can get on youtube.com/kindafunny or roosterteeth.com as a video. If you want to get it as a podcast, search your favorite podcast service for Kinda Funny In Review, and we'll be right there for you. If you want to get the show ad-free and watch it live as it's being recorded, though, you got to go to patreon.com/kindafunny. Just like our Patreon producers, Nathan Lamoth, Tripod Plus Plus, Trent Barry, James Hastings, and Casey Andrew have all done. We appreciate all you so very, very much. Today, we're brought to you by Honey, but I'll tell you about that later. Some quick housekeeping for you. In Review's about to be popping off. It already is popping off. We had Scream 6. We had Creed 3. Shazam 2 right now. Next week, we got John Wick Chapter 4. Can't freaking wait for that. We're going to be doing the Super Mario Bros. Movie as an In Review coming up as well. I think that might just be a one-off, though, of just the new one, just for us getting us all together to hang out and have fun talking about that. And then kicking into high gear again with a whole bunch of returns to so many different In Review franchises, including MCU, Indiana Jones, DC again with The Flash and a bunch of other stuff. The list just goes on and on and on. Tons
put
of
some
Mission
respect on Blue
Impossible,
Beetle's name.
Fast and Furious.
Man, Tim, if you could tell me that any date that we did Indiana Jones on, and I'd believe you.
Yeah.
Have no idea what date that took place. It could have been a dream, for all I know.
It was work from home, and we did it because they announced the Indiana Jones game. And Blessing was like, I've never seen these movies.
Oh.
And then we was like, hey, well, let's change
The rare
that.
Blessing appearance on In Review.
Exactly. He will return.
Again, it's one of those things you could have said it was mid-2020 or late 2022.
Yeah.
And I'd believe all of it.
Yeah, it's last week I said that we've done about 50 franchises, and somebody in the YouTube comments was like, there's no way. And then they counted 48.
Oh,
We've done 48 franchises on In Review.
Eat it, you little shit, in the YouTube comment.
So go check all that out. Anyways, enough of that. Today we're talking about Shazam, Fury of the Gods, with a runtime of 2 hours and 10 minutes. It was released on March 17th, 2023, originally scheduled to be released on April 1st, 2022. But who's the fool now, everybody? Who's the fool now? This was once again directed by David F. Sandberg, who's best known for his collective no-budget horror short films under the online pseudonym Pony Smasher, for his 2016 directorial debut Lights Out, which was based on his 2013 acclaimed horror short of the same name. He also directed the horror film Annabelle Creation as part of the Conjuring universe and the DCEU universe.
Which one was that? Which one was Annabelle Creation? Do we like that one or do we hate that one?
That was a good one. That was the one with the elevator scene.
Okay.
Yeah, with the apartment in LA.
Yeah, I remember. It was like a 50s, 60s. It was a period piece.
Yeah. At least I think that was the one. But anyways, he also did Shazam 1 as well. Music for this one was done by Christoph Beck, who is known for Frozen and the Ant-Man series, as well as Hawkeye and WandaVision. This one had
Okay.
Allegiances have changed. Wow.
You're allowed to say that the music was done by him, but when the best song is from Junkie XL and Hans Zimmer, you put some respect on it. Is she with you, Andy? Wow!
I don't know what song he's talking about.
Oh,
God.
This one had a budget of $125 million and a box office. Obviously, we don't know yet because the movie's not even officially out for most people. We got to see a screener. But Hollywood Reporter reports, according to pre-release tracking, the superhero pick is expected to start off with a $35 million plus in North America compared to the $53 million debut of Shazam in 2019, not adjusted for inflation. No major Hollywood studio sets out to make a sequel that doesn't match the first, leaving many to wonder whether tracking's being too conservative in this instance. We'll have to see. We'll wait and see what the results of this one see. To me, this one a more family-oriented film, and we've seen a lot of the box office get hit post-pandemic of families not coming back to theaters as much as individuals or like couples. So
that's why they curse a bunch at the end to really drive it up. Be like, this ain't your normal fucking family film.
yeah. And there you go. That's that. Greg Miller, I want to start with you of what you thought about Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Of course, this is in review, completely spoilers everywhere you look. So go for it.
Everywhere the eye can see is spoilers, so be careful.
You know, yesterday I was asked several times by Kevin Coelho if I was excited to go see this movie. And each time I said, no, God, no. I was looking forward to playing video games tonight, and then I remembered I have to go see Shazam Fury of the Gods. I wish I didn't do this. I wish MCU in review hadn't been such a raging success for KindaFunny, so we wouldn't have spawned this thing where I have to go watch these movies. And after 2 hours and 10 minutes of Zachary Levi, I was like, I stand by everything I said. I don't hate this movie. It's a movie. It's a movie. You know, it's there and it's doing its thing and it's happening. And what I said to you, and I knew would make you roll your eyes, Tim, and you rolled your eyes when I said it, is that this is a kid's film. You know, like I'd like to think that Monster Squad is a better kids film, a kids movie I loved growing up, but I can totally see myself as a kid watching this and being like, this is fucking great. There's Skittles and the kids are doing the thing and the kids are in control and the parents are cool and that's neat. And oh man, Wonder Woman, yeah, and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, I was ranting and raving as I drove home with Mike last night because Mike slept over. And I was like, it feels like they want there to be all these different stratas of DC movies, almost like MCU said they were going to, I shouldn't even put it all on them, said they were going to do with like, oh, Multiverse of Madness is going to be more of a horror film. And like, oh, this, you know, Ant-Man's always kind of more of a comedy. I'm playing Fast and Loose, but you know what I mean? In terms of like, oh, there can be different colors of the, you know, rainbow, taste the rainbow, different colors of superhero genre movies. And I feel like DC, one of the 15 people who's run it during the DCEU was like, yeah, that's a great idea. Shazam will be our funny family movie. And it's like, when none of the other movies are in any other defined, it's just like, I don't care. I just don't care, you know? And I did not at any point in this movie care. I guess maybe when he died, I got a little choked up when the little boy was saying goodbye to Freddie, was saying goodbye to him. I thought that was a sweet moment. That was a sweet scene. But then to spit in James Gunn's face when he's always like, Yondu's death has to matter. That's why Yondu won't go. Billy Batson's back to life in the next fucking scene. That they fucking ruined in the TV spot. So desperate are they to get you to come see this movie. They put Wonder Woman in the fucking TV spot just to ruin that for you. We deserve better for all these Funko Pops I've bought. I deserve better, and James Gunn is bringing it to me.
Oh my God, Andy Cortez, what did you think of Shazam 2?
Yeah, this is, I totally agree with Greg. This is a movie that I'd probably enjoy if I was a kid. And I think that there are tiny moments of hope with like decent comedic moments, right? And I saw somebody get mad at us in the comments for, I forget what movie it was that we reviewed recently. And they're like, you all judge these movies too strongly on like how the comedy is. Well, yeah, these are fucking comedy movies, you know,
Yeah.
like. And there'd be glimpses of hope, and then they would just take it all away with something else. It really felt like if you were to tell me they were writing this movie in real time and we were watching the results of what they were writing, I'd believe you, because it was just like, and then this can happen. Yeah, cool. Yeah, throw in like weird dragon stuff. Oh, and then like Cyclops, throw in some Cyclops as well. And it just kind of kept on getting more and more dumb, and I felt like it was just such a cash grab for like Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu. Like they were awful. This whole cast was awful. This movie is fucking terrible. Like I do think that, again, if I was a kid, I'd probably think it was super sick because it reminds me of Power Rangers. But man, it just kind of kept on getting worse and worse, and I cared less and less. And then yeah, Greg nails it. There's a decent acting moment at the end when Billy Batson dies, and the little Freddie Freeman kid is having a decent performance near the end. It's spoilers for Nick. Billy Batson dies at the end. Nick, yeah, Nick hasn't watched it yet. He had some stuff to do last night.
Nick, he comes back with a spider in his teeth.
But yeah, it was just really, really bad, Tim, and I had a pretty bad time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Timmy, what'd you think?
Watching the trailer for this, it was one of the worst trailers I've seen in a very long time. And we watched the Scream 6 trailer, and I was like, oof, this looks real rough, and I'm not excited for this movie. And then watching Scream 6, I'm like, I fucking loved this. And I was really hoping that'd be the case last night with this, and it wasn't. I do think it was better than the trailers, but not by much.
Right.
I could not call this a good movie. I think it's fine. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's bad. This is not Black Adam levels. I don't even think that it's like as low as some of the other DCEU movies, where Wonder Woman 1984 was probably like my biggest disappointment. This was kind of like, what am I expecting from a Shazam movie? I liked the family a lot in the first one, like having the brothers and sisters, and we didn't get too much of them in that. This movie is a lot more of them. Because I like that stuff, I kind of like this more than the first one. I wasn't as high on the first one as you guys were. I think that this one hits equally in terms of comedy, maybe a little bit more just because there's more of it, but it also misses a lot because a lot of the jokes, even the funny ones, don't necessarily get run to the ground when they're first delivered, but almost any good joke is used at least twice. And it's like, oh man, that makes me not like it as much even retroactively the first time.
Yeah.
You lose points for what I've already
Yeah,
given you.
it kind of feels that way when a movie, it's a modern movie. We're judging this against every other superhero movie that we watch, whether it's DC, Marvel, or otherwise. And to Greg's point about like what niche is this kind of filling, like I don't really know, because it is the family thing. There were a bunch of younger kids in our screener, and like they were laughing a lot, and like they were having a good time.
That was just Kevin.
But it definitely,
Dude, when Kevin busted up at the end and he goes, just let her die. When Helen Mirren's been fucking a giant hole in her chest, Superman instantaneously killed a hole in his chest. This woman just limping on for 15 hours.
Yeah, Helen Mirren was horrible. Lucy Liu, like it was really sad to see her on screen. Like,
It really was.
It
man.
really, 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 really was. But
What
yeah,
did you think of the other sister? I liked her fun. I liked her.
yeah, Rachel
Yeah,
Ziegler,
whatever.
I did for a bit, and then I didn't. Her character to me went off a cliff. But I feel like the surprise for me was Wonder Woman didn't see the TV spot, so I was legitimately stoked about it. And the Wonder Woman stuff in this, I just fucking loved for multiple reasons. One, halfway through the movie, not even early on in the movie, we get what seems like the Wonder Woman cameo, similar to the Superman cameo in Shazam 1, where we don't actually see her face. And then we get the face reveal, and it's this like hilarious version of the wizard, Jaimon
Hansu.
face on Wonder Woman's body. And legitimately, y'all, I thought this shit was hilarious. It looked so fucking funny, and like the length that they had it on screen,
So long.
the commitment to it, I was like, this works for me a lot. And because of that, I did not expect her to come at the end. Did it make any sense? Sure, because they made it make sense. It's stupid as fuck, and the music hits, and then she comes out and just does her thing, and then he has a spider in his mouth. What the fuck are y'all thinking? What the hell is happening over there?
Tim, I just really hate throughout all this movie, and it's the same. I'm positive that it's the same complaint I had about Shazam 1, where Zachary Levi's older version of Billy Batson does not match the younger version of Billy
At all.
Batson. I
Thank
hate
you
it.
so much. It drives me fucking crazy.
He acts like how Freddy would act as the super, like he just acts like this. I don't know, and you could also hear like I don't want to say that Zachary Levi smokes a lot of heaters, but goddamn, he just has like a voice that just sounds tired and like fully just has smoked heaters his whole life. So when he's trying to do he's trying to play a young character, which is like hilarious when Paul Rudd played Michelle Pfeiffer, you know what I mean, in that Ant-Man movie. It's weird here because yeah, whatever, fam, like it just sounds awful.
It's like
Sucks.
have you not watched the kid's performance? Like, he doesn't sound like that. He doesn't act like that. You seem like two different people.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we had that same complaint in part 1 where
I think it's even worse this time around.
He
man, 'cause
reminds-
I don't remember it being so. I was annoyed by it. I was angry.
yeah, he acts the way I would expect Freddy to act in as the older version of himself or whatever, Captain Every Power or whatever.
Yeah.
Again, another joke that just got run into the ground multiple times.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, anytime that they would give me something that I would like, they'd do 6 other things to like piss me off later on,
Around
like
it.
right after. kind
Totally.
of.
And you know, for me, whenever I'm watching, I feel like there's been a trend with the DCEU movies specifically, where as I'm watching them, I'm starting to think about like, what do I like about this? Like, what is there here? What am I hoping for? Like, what's
I'm
going
already
on?
analyzing in the movie like this got to be
But
something.
they just give you so much time to do it, right? And it's like I've
felt
been
so
really
long.
really bummed.
The
that-
amount of time I checked my watch and Andy checked his watch. That's when you know it's bad. When I'm sitting next to Andy and I check mine, I look over, he checks his. Oh my God, jeez.
I mean, legitimately, in terms of the watch stuff, like I didn't have that problem. I thought this movie was entertaining enough where I wasn't like, God damn, how much more do we have? Because once it started, I was like, I get what we're getting, and like I knew it was going to be a 2-hour movie, so it's like, cool, I'm here for this dumbass shit. But my problem is, in 2 hours, I expect at least a scene or two that I'm like, I want to rewatch this one day on YouTube, and there's just nothing. The last couple DC movies, EU movies, that give me that, where I'm just like, there's just a lot of okay stuff, and even the highs for this are just derivative as all hell. We get, guess what, a bridge fight as like one of the big creative fights. How many times have we seen that? Admittedly, they did some cool things with it. I thought that they stayed on it long enough to like have cool things happen, but then they set it to Holding Out for a Hero, which is one of the greatest songs of all time. But how many times are we gonna fucking hear it? And
one funny line right there though, like, and it's lines like that where I'm like, whoever wrote that, have them do more. You know, like,
Are you
oh my
talking
God,
about the line where he
am I
grabs the car?
yeah, he's like, am I rescuing you right now to this song? This is insane. You know,
And I love that. It's just maybe use a song that hasn't had like iconic moments in multiple movies and video games and commercials and trailers in the last year. You know, it's just so ridiculously overdone. And then later, what's the next song we get? What's the next like big hype licensed song? Sabotage by Beastie Boys. Okay, guys, we fucking get it. Like,
Yeah.
find some creative like uniqueness to what you're trying to do with this stuff. And so yeah, I was just really let down with like the lack of moments that this movie had.
Greg, do you have something?
No, we're past it. I was going to say, of course, I thought Tim was saying, you know, so many people have used Holding Out for a Hero in great ways. And I thought he wasn't going to put a timetable on it.
Oh.
He said last year, which means it's fine. If we're going to talk about of all time, Short Circuit 2. Thank you very much.
Well, Short Circuit 2, absolutely. Put it on the map. You know, we got Euphoria. We have the Guardians of the Galaxy game. We have Detective Pikachu. We have Loki. It's been fucking popping up everywhere. Shrek 2, I hear. We're going to get to the plot. But before we do that, let me give you a word from our sponsors. Shout out to Honey for sponsoring this episode. Honey is the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer. And thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. And we all know there's nothing better than the feeling of saving money. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. When you check out, the Honey button appears and all you have to do is click apply coupons. You wait a few seconds, you see the fun little dancing guy. Honey searches for coupons and it finds you the best ones. And then you just watch the prices drop. We here at KindaFunny have been using Honey for years and it's helped us save thousands on tech, costumes, food, you name it. Honestly, I just love how easy it is to just set and forget and save. That's the best part. Honey doesn't just work on desktops, it works on your phone too. You just activate it on Safari on your phone, you save on the go. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out. You can get PayPal Honey for free at joinhoney.com/kindafunny. That's joinhoney.com/kindafunny.
Starter for the bottom, we're still here. I had a full verse for it. Hold on.
Wait,
Starter for
we're not doing actual ads in this right now, right?
no. Starter for the bottom, we're still here. We couldn't fight back at him, but Wonder Woman's here. It's really hard to jump and play at the same time.
I
Go
get
ahead,
it though.
Greg.
I like it. I
Go
like
ahead,
that.
Greg.
Real quick before we do it, Kevin, I sent you the Short Circuit 2 Holding Out for a Hero clip if you want to put that on at any time. You don't have to turn up the volume.
Let's not.
but if you-
Probably
Just
should.
say, all
yeah.
right. Well,
we're
then,
not gonna. But
if you guys want to look in assets, it's there.
Okay, good.
Also,
I'll watch it.
We already
Matt-
got dinged anyway for my Drake cover right there.
Matt Ryan put it up. He has 88 subscribers. He put it up on YouTube for
Matty
everybody.
Eyes.
So, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Athens, Greece. Guess what we have? A museum. People are inside it, and they're looking at shit. That one guy who's a comedian in a lot of different things. He was in that one show.
Yeah.
He's been in a couple things, but he's in one show. He's your museum guy. He's excited
Terrible.
to be in a museum.
He's just,
What, Kevin?
terrible. You know?
What?
That guy
He's
was terrible. You didn't think he was terrible? It's just like sometimes they have these actors that just go so over the top, and it's like no one in the world would ever be this like
A museum tour guide. I think
No.
would.
No, like two people come in fully armored, and he's like, "Well, look at these guys."
I know what you're saying, Kev. I know
No,
what you're saying. But
it's-
again, it's moments like these that I'm like, moments like these, the movie just fucking started. But immediately I'm like, this is gonna be. I would love this if I was a kid. You know, it reminded me of watching Power Rangers as a kid, or even like Mortal Kombat. Not all the gory stuff, but just like all the mythical creatures.
A lot
and
of Mortal
shit.
Kombat vibes in this.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
There are a lot. I hadn't thought about it. There are a lot of Mortal Kombat vibes.
Mortal Kombat versus DC.
But- so, as we said, we're in the
Helen
museum.
Mirren is just
This
collected a
guy's there.
paycheck, man.
They gotta snap staff because if you remember Shazam, they snapped it at the end and then it ate up a bunch of trash compactors. I didn't remember this. I'm glad they inserted the scene eventually because I was like, I don't remember anything about the end of Shazam 1. But yeah, these
Also,
Spartans walk in.
really quick. Everyone like Shazam's an idiot, and it's like
We're not there
okay,
yet. We're not there yet.
Okay, all right.
Come on now. Are we in reviewing the plot or are we just jumping into the parts we really want to fucking drag on and beat the shit out of? I'm
Okay,
down.
alright.
If you wanted to do that part of the in review plot, I'm down. Let's go. How'd they get power in their little dimension? You know, they brought in their generator. They had an answer for everything, Kevin. You ask it, they'll have it.
Yeah.
I digress. So the museum guy's there. Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu walk in dressed as a fucking Spartan. They smash the glass. Everybody's like, what? And they grab it and they each get a little juice off it. They go, woo, woo, woo. Oh, that tastes good. And then everybody starts panicking. And Lucy Liu starts coming up to everybody. She's going, and they're all like, yeah, I'm going to fucking whisper in everybody else's ear. Because she's like, whisper in everybody's ear. They're like, I'm going to whisper in everybody's ear. And everybody's like, oh, it tickles. And they're rolling around. People are fucking panicking, though. They're running up. They're shutting the gates on them. They're slamming on the gates. Like, oh, my fucking God.
Very
And then
Titanic.
the museum guide's like, don't let me. Well, Titanic. Yeah, I remember that. That was a good flick. When do we do a Titanic in review? And then the museum guy's like, listen, don't do it to me. I'm just a friendly museum man. And they're like, and he's like, maybe they don't do that. And then they just put out the sand. The sand smoke comes out. And it turns everybody into rock.
Break all
and
the
then
statues. Remember?
Yeah, and then they tip over the man. And he shouts, like, Lucy Liu's like, museums can be fun, sister. They gave him the script and they read it and they're like, are we witches? And they're like, yeah, just play it as witches. And like, all right, cool.
All right, cool.
Let's go watch Hocus Pocus. We're going to do that in this film. Okay, great. And that's happened. And then it's like, what's happening in Greece? We'll get back to that. Because Shazam, he's on a couch and he's talking to a doctor. And then it turns out it's another comedian. It's this other guy.
The guy from The
comedic actor.
Boys.
Right. He's a
filmmaker,
pediatrician,
writer, right?
not a
The
therapist.
writer of the Seven, yeah.
That was a funny gig, or a joke, but it's ruined in the trailers already. So like, and we saw it a million times, so I didn't laugh this time, but I still appreciate the joke. Of course, because Zachary Levi has never watched the performance of the Billy Batson, and I don't even know if I think one writer writes Billy Batson, the other writer writes Shazam, and they're not allowed to talk to each other.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
has this completely like funny,
Billy
but I
Batson.
couldn't- never in a million years would fucking Billy Batson be like, well, my friend Billy Batson, he thinks he's recommended you. I thought that was funny, but then it's like, you're a failure and the city hates you, and he's like, I'm not a failure. The city doesn't hate me, and he holds up the fucking newspaper, the Tribune, like, he's a failure and we hate him. And he's like, well, whatever. And then he goes out and he's like, I got to go back and do my thing. And then the bridge happens here. No, they go home and then they're at home and then the home stuff's happening and they're all there.
They're
still
playing
live
video
in the
games.
home.
Remember, they're like,
Yeah,
we gotta learn how
I
to
got
be a
hostage
team.
situation to go
Hostage,
to.
yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long one. And they
which is
they
like such
talk-
creative writing.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I was a
What are
hot,
kids
a
gonna
hot
do?
situation video game. Oh my god, that's crazy.
and Mary Marvel's there, but he won't let her go to college, which is weird. And then they're
So
like, okay,
weird.
cool. It's like, because they have this whole thing, Kevin, just fucking get your gun, because we're just gonna take it. It's right now, Tim, throw the Claymore up, because we're taking
I'm
our
so
shots at it.
excited.
We're
I'm
skeet
so
shooting right now.
excited.
There it is. Like the whole fucking thing of like just two references to like, yeah, I just don't want people to, I'm afraid of the family breaking up. And like, that's like, but when they reintroduced that at the end and she's like, Billy, like, you always have a home and a family. Like, all right, he was fucking worried about that. That was something
Dude,
that was a part of this
But
movie.
it's also,
for an
how long
hour.
have they lived in
45
that
minutes ago.
house? Like, I mean, it's weird that she's like there's the scene right when they're all about to go leave and play and actually save the bridge. where everyone's like, bye, and he's like, bye, Mary, or whatever her name is. And you kind of get the thing that she's like, oh, she wants to be called mom. And at the end, we get that moment where he's
Rosa.
like, was it Rosa?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Good enough.
Oh, that fixes it all.
Rosa, I nailed it.
Yeah, good job.
Nailed it.
Yeah, but like, it's just like, how long's he been there? 2 years? How long has it been?
Well, then
since
it's a
the
big
last
deal
one?
at the end when he calls her mom, except it wasn't a big deal at all because if you weren't paying attention to that line, everybody forgot about it.
Here's what I feel about all of these little moments in the movie that admittedly do a serviceable job of tying up the loose ends. When something is set up, they've got to find a way to kind of complete that. And I'd rather none of it happen. Like, that's how unsatisfactory, is that a word I'm looking for?
Satisfying?
That's how unsatisfying all of these sort of ways that they are solving these problems are. Again, with the mom stuff, with him feeling like he's aging out of the group. Like, there's a lot of these little, like, tiny little B, C, D, E, F plots. They're all F plots in my mind. But there's all these tiny little plots that they set up and then they make sure to solve by the end of the movie. And none of them are satisfying. I'm like, I'd rather none of those things happen at all. I'd rather, like, there be none of these small little subplots and just give me action, action, action instead of a Taste the Rainbow joke for the 50th time. Like, oh my
It was
God.
so good the first time.
It was like, was it though?
I thought it was.
Because
No, come on. Like, how much did Skittles pay to be in this movie? Not much.
Probably none.
Jesus.
Find some joy.
Anyway, that's
Taste the
how
rainbow, y'all.
that's how I felt about all those little, like, loose ends being tied up. I'm like, I'd rather you not tie them up. I'd rather you not even do them. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when we get to the end of movies and we're like, where did
about,
that
like-
plot point go? It's like I'd rather not any of it happen ever. You know.
What about Pedro being gay, right? Like, here's 2 references and then this payoff, and it was like, oh, we all know, and it's like, was
Well, that's from
Pedro
the first
struggling with
movie.
this? I didn't really feel like
First
Pedro was
movie.
struggling
Oh,
with
the
this.
first movie did that. I liked that payoff. Like, that was one that I feel like is maybe you can omit from this list of stuff. I think the payoff was funny, but it's just
Payoff
like
was
so
funny.
many of these little plot points feel so forced in there. He's like, oh, I do like baseball, and he's like looking at a dude in a nice, like, buff, like, baseball player. It's like all of this stuff just feels so forced in there, and there are so many scenes in this movie that I just kind of go, what was that about? Like, why did they just kind of throw this random thing in there that didn't work at all with the audience, that we didn't... Tim, you said you heard a lot of kids cheering in the audience. I didn't hear any of that. It may have just been because I was hearing Kevin laugh, but, like, I just feel like there was a lot of shit in this movie that just didn't work.
There was so much to laugh at. You know?
Yeah.
It was bad.
All right, so anyways, there's this guy in the museum. They're back there, and then they're playing the thing, and they're all doing their little things, but the team's breaking up, Billy thinks, and then he catches Freddie trying to leave, and then he listens in, and it's the bridge thing, so he's like, no, it's all for one, one for all. Come on, family, let's explore Philadelphia. Or they all roll their eyes, and they all get up, and they leave, and mom and dad are like, what are you doing? Like, no, they're exploring Philadelphia. And then they go out, and then they all have their little superhero walk, and they all say, Shazam, and they all turn out. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. I like that.
It was awesome.
And they all-
Great shot. Love the colors. Very Power Rangers. But yeah, just super cool.
One of the
Then
background,
they jump up and they fly.
I
What?
was just saying, one of the background jokes in there as they're all leaving, the dad's like on the phone or talking to some handyman and being like, yeah, look, it's like the house keeps getting hit by lightning, I swear. And it's just like, yeah, I enjoyed that.
And they brought it back again.
Yeah.
Well, no, but like that's setup, Tim. That's setup.
No, it's not just repeating a joke.
No. They answered because he was like, oh, that's where the lightning came from. So, you know, he set up and then you get in there.
I'm with Tim on this. So that's where all the lightning comes from, I think.
Yeah. I liked it the first time. They run to the bridge, and you're like, why would people think that these guys aren't the coolest? Why? And then you see them that they can't save the bridge. They save all the people.
They
That,
saved,
I
like-
like the bit
didn't
where
they save,
Mary's
like,
getting them one by one, going. What's up?
They say 50-something people.
Yeah, they saved like a ton of. I thought it was ridiculous. Like, guess what would have happened if they had not arrived? The bridge
Right.
would have collapsed and people would have died. Like,
I don't
why
think
are
people-
why is the city like fuck them for saving these 50 some odd people?
Because Philadelphia sucks, bro.
It does, yeah.
Yeah,
Philadelphia and all their
true.
fans, dude. It's shitty.
But yeah, this scene I
just
thought
don't
was
fucking
cool
know.
for what it was trying to accomplish, which was, hey, this is a group of superheroes and they're saving people and they're working together, not great at it, but they're actually doing stuff. And yeah, we actually see them save people, which is something we don't often see in superhero movies. Like it's normally like facing off against big people. Maybe we get the scene in like Spider-Man of them saving a tram or something falling off. But like for this grand scale of a thing of actually saving people, I was like, this wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. I just feel like it was creatively bankrupt in most ways.
Agreed. And then falls, and then they're like, the Philadelphia Fiascos can't even save a fucking bridge. These guys suck. And they're like, oh, we don't suck. And they're doing the little debrief.
Philadelphia booed Santa Claus. You know that, Tim?
They booed
Philadelphia
Santa?
booed Santa Claus at like an Eagles game several years ago. Like
There's so much weird things you're saying right now.
That's the city that we're talking about at an Eagles game.
In what context at an Eagles game?
It was like a Christmas game, and here comes the Santa Claus, and they start booing him, throwing snowballs and shit. Awful thing, dude.
Snowballs.
Awful city.
They just want you to get back to the football. They want to see Donovan McNabb for some TVs. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Chunky soup.
Right? Him and his mom eating soup all the time. Weirdos. Oh, great game. I better have some fucking beef Borgnos. You know what I mean? Anyways,
Tim,
they do the recap. Everybody's doing their own
right?
thing. They're breaking away. They're fucking off. They're doing their thing. I'm ignoring Kevin. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. All right? I don't want to know. Kevin's gonna correct what kind of soup it was. I don't want to know. All right?
No, he actually has no idea what we're talking
I have
about.
no idea, no clue what the fuck you're talking about, and I know Tim doesn't either, so it's good. I'm gonna have a bowl of cereal.
Chunky soup.
That's because you guys are a bunch of nerds, all right? All the sports fans like me and Andy know Donovan McNabb. We know his mom. We know Chunky Soup, all right?
They're in Campbell's Chunky Soup commercials. His mom and him. Donovan, do you
Mom
want
was
some
recast
soup?
several times.
Yeah, I remember this
Remember
now.
that? Chunky Soup. Chunky Soup. Chunky Soup.
They're all doing their things, running around, and like the one guy, the video game kid, he's checking all the doors and leaving notes on them because he's experimenting on that. And Billy drags them all back together. And
You see, they answer all the questions about this little home base situation, right? Where, oh, cool, they have a generator. That's how they're powering it. Where'd they get the money to
For the
buy
gas.
they steal.
the big screen TV and like all the fancy stuff they have? Is that
steal.
GoFundMe.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
When you save people, you can sit there and put your hand out, ask for a tip.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Remember that one? Remember the like that hilarious joke about the outhouse and the door and like, do not go in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Little Ace Ventura.
Who's
Little Ace
writing the
Ventura.
good jokes, man? Let
Who?
them do more of
Tell me
that.
who?
So all that's happening. I don't know. Let's just jump over to the witches. They're being witches. They're like, we're out to get some shit. Like we're the daughters of Atlas, and they stole Atlas's power and put it in the king. Oh yeah, they got the wizard, and the wizard's over there. Like, I'm here. I died, but I'm here. But
Billy
whatever.
Batson.
Billy Batson.
The wizard had some fucking buck wild moments in this movie. Like,
Sure.
just throughout the entire thing. Like, I already
Dude,
talked
when he
about.
comes into the very fucking end.
Like, yo, that was, I thought, incredible. But when he fucking, it turns into like torture porn for a second.
Ugh.
He's pulling like
Pulling a nail out of his nail?
finger.
Ugh.
Like, why
Well, a
did they do
splinter.
that?
A splinter,
It was a splinter.
Because that way he had a little bit of the wand.
He
Oh, he had a bit of-
if you
he had a
remember,
bit of the
clawed
wood in
the
the one.
staff so he
Yeah.
could
He
get the
could
wood.
send the message out to Shazam,
just-
where he gets mad at him for doing something that no one explained to him.
So many ways that could have
That's
been handled.
Gross.
And instead, they did that.
It's like it really is out of left field. Like almost killing fucking Diedrich Baker or whatever that guy's name is.
Not almost.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
4 stories straight to the face.
What?
Yeah, he's dead.
He pops
What
like
a-
a grape, remember?
I mean, like again, that's later on in the movie. We'll get to it later. We'll get to
No,
it
we can
later.
just put it here. Also, like, I mean, fuck him. Like, you know what I mean? 2 bullies are beating the shit out of a kid with a crutch in his thing, and he walks up, he's like, guys. And they're like, oh, we're just helping. I'm like, no, you're a what? I just saw you assault him. Go to the principal's office. You're expelled.
But that's an example of an arc that was thrown in there because Diedrich Bader or Baker or whatever is there to kind of commiserate. I was the loser like you were in school, and I'm here and I'm the teacher to relate to you. But it's so fast and it's so minimal and it's almost like it didn't happen. And then he's really only there for a shocking moment to get sad at of having this dude walk off a building and die in front of his classmate or not classmate, but his student.
His student.
It's just it's so unnecessary. And it's like,
Dude,
why is he here, man?
my biggest problem with Shazam 1 was how incongruent its tones were when it was like so comedic and it's a family and it's lighthearted and fun. And then the whole 7 Deadly Sins storyline was just so unnecessarily dark, and like not in like a gothic way or in ways that I think they could have melded them better. It just feels like two separate projects directed by somebody that did a Conjuring movie. Like that totally adds up to me. And then this, there's just like moments of that darkness that I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? It does not fit this movie.
It just felt so. I mean, not that like, you know, putting this dude in your movie is like, how dare you waste his character? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're wasting Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt in your movie or something, but still just felt like completely unnecessary.
All right. So, like, that's all been happening. Everything we just said's been happening. They talk in his ear. He has to say Shazam. He makes the staff. They're going to use the staff to suck up people's powers or whatever. Back at school, like we were talking, Freddie got the shit kicked out of him by the bullies that we still hate. Deidre Baker was there, and then the new girl in school likes Freddie and is like flirting with him, and that's great. And like they shared, her name's Amy, and yada yada yada. That's great. Then after school,
Anne. Anne.
Yeah.
Anthem.
Not Amy.
Anthea?
Oh, I'm
And
sorry. This is your guys' first interview plot recap. I'll call him whatever the fuck I want, and then you'll call him the rest of the way. That all right?
Got
So
it.
if I
Greg's
say her
about to
names-
vomit on this microphone right now. He's so drunk and
He said he's
hungover.
sobered up, but I don't think that happened. Mike drive you home, huh?
Uh-oh. What's happening here? Greg Miller's getting up. For everybody that doesn't know, Greg and Mike went to a Mizzou game today. Mizzou won. So I'm sure Greg's really excited about that. I'm sure he drank no less than a lot of alcohol. So he's now leaving his post to do God knows what.
I really hope he doesn't come back.
As soon as I sat down and he was like, "Yeah," I was like, "How's my microphone?" Like, oh man,
Like it's every once in a while.
Uncle's been smoking a lot.
But when Greg starts going on the plot, and I can understand like 1/3 of the words as opposed to the normal 2/3, then I'm like, okay, there's something's going on here.
Is he
Because
coming
the
back
way
as-
Greg does the plot is he'll just be like, yeah. So then that guy talked to this guy and yabba dabba do.
And dad.
Oh, you got more? Oh, we got what we got here, Greg?
Pliny the Elder?
Oh wow,
Yeah,
okay. The
nailed it.
recap juice is coming in.
Oh man,
It's party time, y'all.
So these little shitty fucking kids are at school. All right? Amy Jo God Monster Woman, she pops up. They don't want you to know she's a person, but guess what? She was on the fucking poster that I had to stare at for fucking 30 minutes before the goddamn movie started. So I put it together that she's probably pretty important. She's flirting with
Probably a
Freddie.
daughter of Atlas.
Probably, yeah, there's triplets or whatever, right? So then that all happens and that's going on. Then, yeah, the thing with the finger and pulled out the thing and it goes, little bird, tell me whatever. And then the dust transports him into his goddamn dream hellscape where an 18-year-old Billy Batson is dreaming of being
They
on a
made
date
it
with
so
Wonder
clear
Woman.
he's 18. And I think
No,
it's
he's 17.
About to be 5 weeks or whatever it is.
That-
5
yeah.
months.
so with this, it's like
5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years, Kevin. It's in review.
Hey, man.
Do me a favor, all right? Take the rule book and throw it away. I don't know what
Forget
you
everything
people have
you
been
know.
doing during Scream. I don't know what you've been doing. I guess now,
When
according
it
to
comes
the
to
fucking,
statutory rape, I never throw
according to
away
the book
rule
of Scream rules, everything has to be official. Otherwise, the MPAA comes in here and removes our grading, and I don't want to hear it.
it's a very bizarre choice that this movie sets him up as around 18, and like that matters, right? Like us knowing his age matters. Him turning 18 has different levels of he's gonna have to leave the house. Like if he did get with Wonder Woman, it's legal but still fucking weird as shit. Meanwhile, Freddy's out here with the other girl,
A
woman,
6,000-year-old woman,
and it's just like they
She
play
looks
that for
young.
jokes, kinda. Like not, they didn't even commit to that hard enough. Where I'm just like, this is just, I feel icky about the choices they made.
I did like the mom's thing of like, what is with our boys and older women? Like that was a funny line. Not, I mean, though it doesn't get away from the fact that this is probably crossing a bunch of lines. And why would a 6,000-year-old weird god woman want to hang out with?
I would
boys?
have made like a we gotta cancel her joke or something like that.
Something.
But like that's why I'm not super happy that Anthema or Anthea or whatever was played as I'm actually on your side, I'm warning you, whatever. Like I wish she was just straight up a villain like the other three. Because then you could have just avoided that whole stupid ass romance plot point anyway, you know?
Totally.
But they needed to find love. And then we saw how brave Freddy was because he was brave to the bullies, but then he was also brave to the dragon. Because remember, the dragon oozes fear out of every pore. You're like, oh man, it's gonna be crazy to see that shit happen. And then they just use it the one time with the roar scene. You're like, oh, that's it. Like, I thought the dragons do something. Also, Andy, I want you to know if I'm right there. You and me are in the writer's room, right? And it comes up, and you're like, some other idiot is over here, and they're like, yeah, what if she said, what is it with our boys and older women, right? And you're like, I don't like that. We should do something like, that's gonna get her canceled or something like that. I would then, as the 1-2 punch, I would say what we need to do is have it right before she says that, Flash runs into the background, and then you say the cancel line, and he runs right out. Never see him again in the picture.
Wow.
I digress.
God, this guy's a
Topical.
writer.
DCEU, everybody. Strap in. Keaton's back. Anyway, so then Freddy then blows off hanging out and doing the other thing with the kids back at home base. He doesn't want to do that. So he goes, because he's going to go with Aunt. Well, remember, Billy pulls him away too, because Billy had the dream that we got pulled away from. He has the dream with Wonder Woman's body and Shazam Wizard's head. And he says all the stuff with the Daughters of Atlas. Then Billy tells Freddy that, but Freddy doesn't care because he's thinking with his wiener. And then they go home and he has the meeting, but the people don't want to come to the meeting. But then is this where Mary's hungover too?
Yes.
Are you going to tell
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Are you going to fucking tell me with a straight fucking face? First off,
Yeah, go for it, Greg.
you're going to tell me with a straight fucking face that if you get hungover and then Shazam, you're still hungover as the Shazam person? Or you're also going to tell me with a straight face that Mary, who just looks like Mary, who is just that she's old enough that she's just what do you got for me?
I need to. I thought I missed something because I feel like I must have missed a joke or something that one of the step parents would have been like, or not step parents would have said, why did they not notice that was their daughter? The Philly Fiasco motherfuckers.
Yeah, right.
That's their fucking daughter. Like
It just
all
looks
the other
like her.
kids, it's like
Yeah.
sure, okay, whatever. It's fucking her. And so
I wish I could help you. I'll tell you why. They put her in a lot of big sweaters when she's regular Mary. And so clearly everybody would look at it and be like,
fair.
oh, well, this Philly Fiasco woman in the tight-fitting clothes can't be our troll of a daughter. You know what I mean?
I thought I must have missed something because like they had to have referenced it because it's fucking weird. But I was looking this up. Grace Caroline Curry, who plays Mary, will also play her adult superhero form, replacing Michelle Borth from the first film. So the first film had somebody different. But now, according to the director of this, Fulton's now playing both parts, but her hair and makeup are slightly different when she's super, so nobody will ever
No
recognize
shot.
her.
No shot.
But like that weird choice, like in any way. And going back to like the sober, not sober, it's like when it's literally the same actress, it just, we don't get a sense that she's a different person, like, or different body type or anything. It's just like, cool, you're just married, but you're hungover. I don't like
And I
it.
think Shazamming it would eliminate it. And
Straight up.
then if you also just look like the Shazam person, wouldn't you just be Shazam person all the time, you know? You get to that point where you're like, oh, fuck, I look exactly like myself. I'm just going to Shazam all
You
the
don't
time.
think you have to be, like,
Spoilers for
super-
Kingdom Come. It's what Billy should have done.
He's winking at the camera, audio listeners.
Aggressively.
But I don't know if he's falling asleep.
Anyways, they go there. They need to find out some information about the Daughters of Atlas. And the one guy's like, oh, I know what to do. Maybe it was one girl. I don't fucking remember. And there's a secret room. And guess what's in the secret room? There's a pen named Steven or some shit. I don't fucking
Steve.
remember. There's a pencil named Steven.
So funny.
And it writes, you talk to it. It's like cousin it.
It just looked like a Steve, is what she said. They could have
Yeah.
just been like, "Hey, do you have a name?" And it would have written his name down.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But when you're, an indentured servant of magic, you don't have a choice. It's a whole Dalby situation. If they put a sock on this thing. I hate being trapped in this box. I wish I was there. Anyways, the pen tells them a whole bunch of shit about the fucking Daughters of Atlas. It writes down book titles. They all read the book titles. They all start figuring it out. This is, of course, where they figure out the whole Shazam business, right? The strength of Hercules, the wisdom of Solomon or whatever. He says it funny.
Solomon.
There's-
Soul Man.
Funny
Soul Man.
joke.
What? Yeah, it was
Was
funny.
it?
What Andy was
Yeah,
saying
the Solomon
about
joke.
them just throwing so much shit in here of just like, there's just a lot of words, a lot of script in this movie. Like, their idea of how do we progress the plot here. It's like, all right, cool. There's this like magic library place, and there's a magic pen that can tell them things. They're going to tell them the different books. And then we're just supposed to believe that this group of kids, because they're fucking kids, is going to go find these complex ass books, and each one gets assigned a book, and they're supposed to read them. And like, I guess we get a time jump montage of some sort or whatever the fuck. And I'm just like, Mary, cool. You've set up. She's smart. She's going to college and all this stuff. You're telling me this little fucking video game kid's going to be able to read one of these like witchcraft and wizardry books and like be like,
Sure.
oh, let me tell you, hey, these are the gods and this is the, it's like, no, what the fuck? Like, we don't even know half the words being said here.
I appreciate that this was one of my complaints about Black Adam, where I was like, how do you go from speaking Kandakian or whatever right to English? And everyone's like, oh, the wisdom of Solomon. And then these morons all have it and they don't fucking know how to do shit with it. So like, don't get in my face about it, Black Adam fans, all right? One of you.
I can't believe that it was called out so much. Because a couple days ago, I was driving around with Roger, and he said something about Shazam, and I was like, oh, he's like got extra smarts because he's got the wisdom of Solomon. He didn't believe me, so I'm really happy it got pulled up in this movie.
Just
But
to
like,
prove his ass wrong.
but yeah, 100%. But it's like they never explain why he doesn't actually. Why isn't he smart? Like,
Yeah, I thought at the end it was going to kick in or something.
yeah,
You know
it
what I mean?
doesn't.
Like, no.
everyone just.
I also think
laughs
it'd be
and it
cool
was
if Billy
the kind of
Batson was
wisdom.
still dead. Like Shazam says Shazam and he's just a corpse. Like,
I know,
oh,
hey, like, I want to put this out there. I know it's like literally the end of the movie, but like there's a lot of conversation about throughout the movie, like way too much conversation about
Tim, I want to point out we don't give a shit, man. Fuck it. Just beat this movie. Get it.
what is his name? Like what? Him searching for a superhero name? Why is this a question? Why isn't it just fucking Shazam?
Because that's the worst name possible for him.
But cool, and I'm with you on that because it's hard to say your
What's-
name because if you say it and you
what's-
transform, but then by
please,
the
what-
end they name
what-
him that.
What's your fucking name? And he just writes it on a piece of paper. Like, why can't you say it? It's a long
It's
thing.
a thing, man.
Don't.
I just felt like they wasted so
I mean, but,
much
like, how-
space with that.
How cool was that moment where the old actor that played Shazam
Yeah.
was like
Captain Marvel. You're the
Captain
best Captain Marvel.
and it's
Fuck
like
you.
Who the fuck was that? I mean, there's clearly a cameo in this, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
There was a
Dude,
Captain Marvel TV show back in the day.
Oh,
and
really?
The guy there is the guy who played Billy Batson.
he was in like the
know
same
that.
style shirt,
Same
too.
outfit. Yeah, the same shirt and everything.
Yeah.
Talk about an Easter egg that nobody cares about. Like, I'm sorry. Nobody
Sure,
gives a shit
sure.
about that.
I was like, oh, that's interesting. Let's see what these unicorns are up to.
I knew that that's exactly what it was going to be,
Yeah.
but I'm like, this isn't Stan Lee. This isn't that sort of like level of person that.
I'll go as far as saying it's not even a Lou Ferrigno.
Wow.
Damn, yeah. I mean, you're right. You're
Thank
right,
you.
bro.
Well, I mean,
You say
Lou
that, but the
Ferrigno-
dozens and dozens of Shazam fans are really fucking popping.
The
for it back home.
Shazam Lee.
Anyways, Freddy's off with Amy Jo Johnson.
Fucking hate you.
And so they're like, oh no, guess what? Because they back at home, they turn the page like, oh shit, there's 3 daughters of Atlas. Old one in Lucy Liu, and then this one that's Amy, but her full name is Amy Mamie. Like, oh no! And like the wisdom of Solomon kicks in, and he's like, Amy must be short for Amy Mamie. And like, oh no, Freddy's with Amy Mamie right now.
and just
So we go
revealing her
over-
powers, just revealing his powers to her. Remember
No, he
that?
hit him. No, that was the other fucking
and
thing.
she's so
No,
fucking dumb.
stop. Stop. That was the other fucking thing of like, you're watching and you're like, oh, clearly she's playing him. She needs him to change into, Captain Underpants or whatever the fuck he calls himself, every Underpants, because she needs to steal the power or whatever. And then he does it and she talks to him. And then, yeah, the bad witches show up and they zap his powers away. And she's like, Freddy, Freddy, you were Underpants. What did you think? What did you think? I thought you were 6,000 years old.
Weren't you
couldn't
around
see
the
this
corner?
11-year-old's farce.
There's nothing more like
Oh,
fucking making your skin crawl than through all the speakers in the studio, just Kevin. So loud. As Craig Miller
She's
fucking
blown-
wheezes to death.
Blown away. She's blown away by this reveal of this fucking stupid ass kid. Everyone in this universe is so fucking dumb. Anyways, yeah.
Sorry,
so that
not to
happens.
belabor this, but like in addition to this being dumb how they present it, the blocking of this is fucking hilarious. Where they're on the roof of this school, and she's talking to Freddy, and Freddy's like, oh, let me go, let me make a call. he freaking like doesn't even fake making a phone call. Like he just pulls his phone up and he's like, "Oh hey," like talking to him, and it's like, how does she not know?
She doesn't know what a
There's
phone
no-
is.
Yeah, she's
dude.
yeah.
never seen a phone before.
You're right.
The
You're,
magic
you know,
po- the
yeah,
magic
you're right.
portal
You're
box.
right. Then there's this like weird little fucking like where the stairs are, and he goes behind that, and then she's looking this way, and then superhero him flies up from behind, and
There's
I'm
a
like,
lightning bolt right before that.
why the fuck did we do it this way? It's just so funny.
Again, kids movie. It's the only way you can
Yeah.
look at any of this and be like, just nobody cares.
That's
like,
to
let's make
forget
a-
everything you know of this. This is a kids movie.
What's the
Yeah,
actor's name? That's the teacher, Deidre or something like that.
Diedrich
Bader.
Yeah. Then he comes out
What's
and
his
has
name?
like
Teacher
a
Deidre?
fucking horrifying death.
Hey, what's going on here? And they kill him. And like at the first time when he first popped up, I was like, oh, like don't get me wrong, Dietrich's not like the biggest name, but like you recognize him from the Drew Carey show. He was Batman and Batman Brave and the Bold. I'm like, they're gonna do something
Jane
fun with
Silent
him.
Bob,
No,
security guard.
of course, yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, fuck, what was it? Shit, I used to be able to call that off the top of my head. Oh, and then say, "Oh, what a lovely tea party." Do you remember that from Jane
Kevin's
Silent
laughing
Bob?
way
No.
over there.
Kevin gets it.
Not Kevin.
Remember, he was gonna make Bob suck Jay's cock, and then when at the end he wanted him
Ew.
to say, "Oh, what a lovely teapot."
I don't
Andy?
want- I don't like my friends to say cock,
Cock,
man. It's
no,
just
dude.
ugly, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that, but imagine me saying it through all the speakers in the studio. Cock.
Just say dick. It's just like
Yeah. I'm a
But here's
dick
the thing:
guy.
if I say dick, that's a medical term. When I say cock,
It's
you know
not.
it's for sucking or fucking. All right, you know it's up there for something, man. Oh, God,
When
love
I
you guys. This
say
is a great
cock,
show.
you know it's for sucking or fucking. Shazam, Fury of the Gods, a kid's film. Oh.
So, anyways, fucking goddamn it, he's dead, and then Freddy's powers are gone. You could say Freddy got fingered. Then Amy Mamie, right before they kill him or whatever, she goes wah wah and moves the whole universe around and shit. Oh, it's because the Marvel family shows up and they start coming. She does the whole universe spinning Inception, Doctor Strange shit, and then Shazam hits a fucking building, and then the other people show up, and then they're like, "Yo, we got Freddy, and they took my powers, and now we're taking him." And they make a little like flying carpet Magneto X3 thing, and they go up, and then Shazam chases, and then they put a dome on the city, very akin to like fucking Crisis on Infinite Earths, or Superman stuff. I'm like, don't worry about it. They get there and they start punching the dome, and he can't get through, and they zap, and the zap goes back, and like, oh my god, we're under the dome, the DC dome, it's
DC
dome.
fandom.
What was that one city called? Condor?
Oh, Kandor. Yeah. The bottled city of Kandor. Yeah. Hopefully, I think we'll get there in DCU for Brainiac, and you'll see there's a lot of bottled cities. But
you
yeah,
think so? You think we're gonna get there?
100%.
All right.
You can take it to the bank right now. Everybody, Kevin, rack zoom on my face. With DCU, we'll have Brainiac, and we'll be getting some goddamn bottled cities. All right, don't worry about it. Smoke them if you got them. All right.
Damn it. The guest punching button doesn't do anything.
I wish I had known earlier about the TV spot so I could have ordered a new Wonder Woman outfit because, the last one got destroyed, I think, by my giant body. But I'm ready for another one that could have been helpful for this.
Greg, if there was if there was just one more god, you know what I mean?
One more god to show up.
Yeah, right at the end there. Oh, there is. I hate this fucking movie. I hate it. I was so mad at the end of it.
I won cupcakes.
Yeah, that
Andy
was
did
really
win
cool.
cupcakes.
Yeah, that was
from
really cool.
a kid who was on the Food Network.
He won the cupcake.
Yeah, there was a Food Network thing where again, this is like a press screener, and so this kid this probably makes no sense to the people listening right now.
Yeah.
But before
Andy, I'll let you know right now. Spoilers. If they're this deep into it after the whole cock thing, they're just down to party. Don't worry.
You're right.
About it.
You're
They're
right.
happy
You're
for
right.
the
You're right. You're right.
tangents.
You're right. You're right. There was a giveaway, and the prize was some cupcakes from a kid who won some like Food Network contest, like a bunch of little kids cooking and baking and stuff like that, and he won from San Francisco. So they're like, "Hey, the winner of this giveaway wins cupcakes."
It was one of those look under your chairs.
Yeah, it was
the
one
winner.
of those look under your chair things, and it just so happened that the place that I sat in, the seat that I sat in,
Was the one?
was the one. But like beforehand, this a woman that like Kevin and Tim know, who like kind of does these screeners, like knew that I was sitting in the seat, and she could see that like I guess she selected the seat way beforehand or whatever, and she kind of like walked and saw me, and she was like, need you to kind of celebrate here in a little bit. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I was just really nervous. And then Tim was like, oh, I think you're going to win the thing. And I was like, what thing are you talking about? He's like, I think you're going to win the thing, the cupcakes. And I was like, Tim, I don't want to win the cupcakes because I just didn't want to I had to stand up, but I had to do the thing, Tim. I had to do the thing.
And you did it so well. They're like, and the winner is who? And Andy looks at you, it's me. And Andy, you were so
I popped
joyous.
off.
And Andy ran once down to the front of the theater and they interviewed you for a second. And Greg Miller starts heckling him.
No, I was supportive cheering. I went, hey, it's that guy from Twitch. And then I went, I saw him on a billboard in New York.
So I won the cupcakes, and then I even heard some people be like, wow, I was really enthusiastic as I walked by him. And I was like, all right, well, fuck you, man.
That's when you peg him with a cupcake.
Yeah,
You know
and then
what
I ate a
mean?
cupcake,
Jesus Christ.
and then Greg ate one.
Oh, you mean throw up a cupcake at him?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Kevin, it's not always. Again, did I say cock? You know, right here, I said, you know.
Andy just told you.
So Andy got his cupcakes. Oh, God.
I'm trying to do the drums of the thing at the same time, Tim.
All right,
Hold
let's
on.
just fucking go, please.
Yeah,
All right,
keep going, keep
you know, we can
You
keep
got
moving
something
through
to do?
this.
Come on, man. Relax.
Yeah, I gotta take over a baby. In 55 minutes, Kevin. Can we get through it all? Who knows? We got to get to Mr. Mind. We got to get to fucking Mr. Mind, don't we? It's
Mr.
been 2
Mind?
years.
Is his name Mr. Mind?
Fucking worm. Show some goddamn
It
respect.
has been because he said it's been 2 years, so it must have been 2 years. Yeah, I don't know. You think 2 years isn't long enough to
Say
establish,
2 years one more fucking time.
establish a relationship with a woman and feel like she's your mother? Is that too long? Long enough?
I mean, you know, I'm not gonna put myself in Billy's head or shoes because he had a lot
Mr.
going on in those 2
Mind.
years.
I couldn't hear.
Yeah, what
you
did you think I was saying, Mr. Mind?
Mr. Bime.
Oh, the Pokemon.
Mr. Mime is a Pokemon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr.
yeah.
Mime.
I was not
He's
talking about
Ash's
him.
mom.
He's a weird
right?
little DC.
He's the worm.
Yeah, he's banging Ashton's mom. That's true.
Jesus Christ.
Delia. Show some respect.
What's he banging her with?
Cock.
Tim, I want you to know I tossed it up and I'm like, is he gonna alley-oop it or knock it out of bounds? And you were there, slam a jam on John Stockton.
If I could have, I would have grabbed the bottom midair and fucking punctured a hole in it.
That's why you're no fun. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so they're in the dome. They're in the dome. We're
The
just following
dome was
Freddy.
a big turning point of uh-oh. Like this movie's this was the moment where I was like, this could get really bad.
This was the moment for you?
Yeah. Before I was like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But the dome, I'm like, this could get egregious. Depending on the directions they go with it.
I super appreciated all the people being in the dome, just living their normal lives.
Mm-hmm.
Just not caring. Still going to work, still making sandwiches. The
Getting
only thing they
cheesesteaks.
really had a problem with was they were all sweaty because the dome was keeping all the heat in.
Yeah. We know that.
And they're after that golden apple, and they planted the golden apple.
Yeah, you want to jump to that? I'm fine. Tree comes out of the ground. The tree comes out of the ground. Then all the witches start fighting each other because they're like,
Lucy Liu's acting in this was fucking.
yo,
horrendous.
Esmeralda, you've gone too far. You know what I mean? And she's like, I haven't gone far enough. And then Helen Mirren's like, no, you really have. And she's like, oh, have I? Boop. And they poke her with the thing through the chest. God, it's like fucking, it's grotesque. You know what I mean? Again, like kids movie, but they're harkening back to like the fucked up 80s kids movies where the kid stabbed the eyeball that was in his palm that one time. And so she's dead as a doornail, right? Oh no. So then you got old.
We did skip. I know we were jumping ahead, but we skipped the entire action scene with the porta potty and Helen Mirren talking to Zachary Levi, and they're back and
The
forth.
Fast and Furious show.
Fast and Furious joke.
I hadn't
Helen
seen that
Mirren's
in a-
Fast and Furious.
I only
and
saw the previous 7 times, so that joke hit even better the 8th time.
Then that fight scene I thought was had okay moments, but then
No,
too
No.
often. Know what?
That fight scene was awful just because, again, there's no scale of who's getting hurt and how. Shazam's getting his ass beat by an 85-year-old woman who then
6,000.
he's doing the same attacks. Like, he grabs her and pile drives her into the floor. Not pile drives, just slams her into
When
the
they're
floor.
beating her ass, I'm like,
Yeah.
this old lady is
Yeah.
getting her ass beat,
But
dude.
then she's totally fine. She does the exact same thing to him, and he's fucked. He's just not getting up.
One
you
thing,
know?
one thing I have a problem with in these movies, and it was made even more evident here, was when things in the environment don't break the way you think they should, and when like so people can fly through buildings and that's one thing, but like when she's hitting him against these like wooden crates and everything just isn't getting destroyed, like he's just kind of like hitting a wall almost. And it's like, well, this guy has flown through so much shit. You just knocked his ass into a building, and for whatever reason, the environments here aren't breaking. I just hate that inconsistency. That happens like not just in these movies, but like in Marvel movies and in all sorts of comic movies. People flying through concrete and they get stopped on like a crate of some shit, you know?
Yeah.
I just thought the entire fight was just like unimaginative.
Yeah.
It was just like it's just action figures getting slammed together, which is, you know, it is what it is or whatever.
Kevin laughing
and then it turns
got
into some
me
weird fucking
real
hentai,
good.
right? Where like the wires come alive and wrap up.
So that's what I was driving at.
Mary
there. Yeah,
and
it's
Darla.
like this whole thing. It's just like turns into this weird like fetishization.
So why are
of
these
the female
wires
characters?
strong?
There was electricity in them, and she's
Right,
the
yeah,
master
they
of
could've-
the elements. It's like, all right, cool. That's what you're doing with this. Like, very fucking
Is
weird.
that why she created the barrier too? She did something with air. Like, she just has generic magic powers that do whatever they want. I hate
Yeah.
that.
She could freeze people.
Well, she's the daughter of Atlas.
Not even a god, it's a titan. It's a totally different thing.
I just would have expected these superheroes to like get wrapped in wire and just like bust through the wire.
Yeah.
Like, why is this thing super strong? You know, it isn't like this isn't Wonder Woman's fucking lasso. You know,
You know what else I don't like? Axis powers. I don't like when shit's happening, buildings are moving and stuff, but it's like not really happening, or is it happening? And who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
These skyscrapers are moving around, but like, what's that look like to somebody a block away?
I was thinking
know?
the same thing.
Bunch of nonsense.
I was thinking the same thing because like it has to be happening because he crashed through a building thing.
Yeah.
Like,
So when she's done, does that building just go back with a hole in it?
Yeah, well,
and
I
then,
think
and
it's
then you
just
think about
he's in Vertigo.
redistricting. You think about, you know, you think about voting and everything.
I
you
think
know?
I took it as he was in like having vertigo, like it was just happening to him or anybody trying. I think normal people on the ground didn't see it. They don't explain this, and I don't know. It's my own thing. And while we're here, because we did jump over it, because this is a bad movie, and we're just trying to live our lives and get back to having fun with our lives, sitting here in this mortuary. Another great moment for me was when fucking goddamn Amy Mamie, right? She spins the fucking shit around as Helen Mirren like is trying to take her powers, or maybe Lucy Liu is. I don't fucking remember.
Oh, yeah.
Spins it away, gets away,
Lucy
and
Liu.
she's like, "Whew, fucking did it!" And then looks through the glass like 3 buildings away, does like one of these squints at this blue light, and just like sits there, and like, Kevin just goes, "Move!" And she just takes it. Power's gone. Ash hands. Come on.
There's a moment where Shazam Lucy Liu has this staff that takes away people's powers, and Shazam just goes up and just takes it from her. He just flies from behind and grabs it from her, and then instead of being like, hey,
tosses it.
I'm gonna take your power. Oh, that was later, but yeah.
Egregious, dude.
I'm gonna take your powers away. He just flies away with it. Or he could have just gone down to the floor right next to him. Right next to him is Freddy and Athena or whatever her name is. And it could have been like,
Amy,
hey guys,
Amy Mamie.
Amy Mamie, touch the fucking staff really quick, and then you both will get powers. And then maybe at the end of the movie, we won't need to bring in a third character with powers to bring me back. You know, it's so dumb.
Like, there's few moments in American cinema that stand up to Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman squaring up in Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition, getting ready to go head to head with Doomsday. All right,
Dude, later on in that fucking library, again, when Kevin, you're talking about the staff being stolen, and then he's like, "Here, Freddy, catch it," and then Helen Mirren just grabs it like in front of him, and then Kevin out loud went, "Oh, come on," because it's like at this point it's like a
insult.
It's dude, kind of, like it's become slapstick at this point, like. Where's the wisdom of Solomon when you're just gonna toss something that's easily just gonna get robbed from? Like it's so stupid.
But also just use it. They keep pointing at your team and taking their powers away. Do that. Just do that.
Do that.
so the tree's there. The fucking dragon comes out. They're flying through Philadelphia.
I hate it. The dragon looked dope as shit. People riding the dragon looked atrocious.
my god!
And the level of speed, just there was no understanding of how fast this dragon
Lucy
can go.
Liu.
Because Lucy Liu, the amount of shots of her just fucking riding this goddamn dragon, man, pissed me off so much. But when we see the multiple times different members of the family flying with holding some shit and flying with the dragon chasing them, we see them and they're fucking moving. They're bolting through the sky. And then you see the dragon start to fly, flapping its fucking wings. And I'm like, there's no way he's going to catch him. And then the next shot, it cuts and they're like caught up to it. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Why is the dragon that fast?
Again, another, hey, it's a kid's movie moment. Like, just suspend all disbelief. But, like, all of them being in the van and being like, let's get out of the van right here, right now. While there are minotaurs and fucking all sorts of mythical creatures killing people in the streets. And they're just like, let the kids get out of the car. It's like, this is stupid as shit.
Andy,
I did enjoy the joke, though, from the mom of,
Yeah.
I don't know how to parent this. I don't exactly know how to parent this or whatever she says. I thought that was cute, but it is unbelievable. But then back to it is like, oh, this is a kid's movie where kids make the decision.
I'd be like, do you have powers? You don't? Okay, stay the fuck in the van, dude.
Yeah, Freddie gets out and like
especially you, Freddie,
caning away. I was like, I would probably stop him. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
but he had that great fucking moment where he's like, I'll stealth. And the guy's like, I don't think you should. And then he's like, yeah, but your knees crack every time you walk. He's like, yeah, you got a metal bar that makes a click noise every time you move.
He had a pretty sweet little roll, though.
Yeah, it was a dope roll. He tucked and rolled perfectly.
He did.
Is this the him and the wizard escaping?
Yeah.
The knee cracking joke. Good.
I had to go pee. And so what did the violin on fire do? What happened there?
Oh,
it was used as a distraction point.
Is that
so what he like said? Look at the violin on fire.
Yeah, someone was like, "What's that?" And they were just like, "We don't know."
Got
either.
you know.
Yeah.
But like that violin on fire made me laugh. Like
it made me laugh.
when it first just popped out of nowhere. Like
that was funny.
It's kind of like it reminded me of like Lego Movie type humor. You know,
Yeah.
like it's nonsense. It's funny. It's it doesn't have any consequences. You know.
Is there is that lore? Is there lore connected to?
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
I'm asking Greg.
Oh, of course, yeah. So what happened there is that when the Titanic went down, the people who had been playing on it, like the band, the guy who went down there, it turned out he was actually an agent of Azrael.
Aren't you glad you guys, Greg?
Anyways,
I'm gonna take his job seriously for once. That's my bad.
The burning violin located by the mirror is a burning violin. Thank you. This could be a historical reference to Nero playing his fiddle while Rome burned, or it could be a nod to Captain Marvel Adventures number 64, a 1946 tale inspired by the story which sees Ogar, a corrupted champion of Shazam's, enchant his minion Nero's violin to spew fire in an attempt to burn down New York.
I'm sure that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Sure, that's the one.
Greg's texting control. He says, "Hey, you're on my side. They hate you. They tell me to bite you. Be on my side. I never bite." Sober up, Greg. Jesus Christ.
hey man, it's a tipping point. Which way do you want to go? You know?
Didn't he just tell us in 15 minutes the house, the babysitter's gone?
All right. So they're in the dome.
So after the fight with
they fought the dragon.
Helen Mirren, didn't she went back to the house? She finds the apple, which was black, but it was supposed to be gold.
No. Remember, we skipped all that. All that. We know that you've seen that part. We talked about the parts we didn't like about it. The tree's planted. That's all happening. Helen Mirren's been stabbed. We've already talked about the battle van. We'll toss in the fact that like, what do the monsters fear? They fear a unicorn. Unicorns are found in dark, moist caverns, so we got to go find one of those. What do they like? They like ambrosia. It's sweet. I have Skittles. Andy, go off about Skittles.
I mean, that's it. I mean, it's like a taste the rainbow. I think the worst part of it was that like we knew it was coming, and then Roger said it out loud, so we double knew it was coming, and then it happened again. And then,
I did like the charge. Like, I feel like when she dropped it and said "taste the rainbow," I was like, "That's a bit much." Or I didn't like that. But when she was riding on the street with the unicorn and he went "taste the rainbow, motherfucker," and they cut, I was like, I liked that. I wish we didn't get the first "taste the rainbow." It's back to Tim's point. Every joke happens twice.
One taste the rainbow. I love Darla though. I love Kid Darla. I love Megan Good Darla. Big Darla fan. I liked her taking the kitties. I liked her giving back the kitties.
I really wish at that point the unicorn should have just stabbed Darla right through the fucking chest.
Oh my god!
Jesus
and like
Christ.
the movie had taken a dark turn. real
It had-
consequences.
Well, we
you
already
know?
had Diedrich Bader walk off
Yeah,
a roof.
like that was really fucked up. It was dark.
But yeah, then we see the unicorn stab the Cyclops. It's the moment that the Cyclops, Tim, when the monsters are spawning right before the dome. When the monsters are spawning, well, the dome is I guess already here, but the monsters are spawning, Tim, and you see like the big. I keep blanking on this mythical creature, the lion with the scorpion tail. Chimera. You see the Chimera like doing its thing. Lady. By the way, this extra probably the best actor in any
She
DC
gave
movie.
110%.
Like she really gave it her all. And then the Cyclops comes out and then like roars in the camera. And it's at this point I'm like, what is happening in this movie?
Yeah.
Like what? This is where we're going with this right here,
Dude, it
and it
sucks.
reminds me of the end of Black Adam.
Or Shazam 1. Where all of a sudden we got these fucking things that look like the 7 Deadly Sins that look identical to this. I don't like the look of CG that Sandberg goes with for his movies. Like there's a vibe to it that like it looks like Mortal Kombat from the 90s or Power Ranger Bad Guys, but done in CG as opposed to practical. So it's like it loses the kind of like corniness and charm that those have, and it just kind of is off-putting and like not fun to
It's
watch.
like an HD remaster of those CGs.
Honestly, that's what it looks like. And the moment you first see them, and granted, I know we've watched 1,000 of these fucking movies, but you just can't shake the feeling that, well, something's going to happen, whether it's a fucking beam or this or that. They're going to flip a switch and all of a sudden these things are just going to disappear. And then that happens. And it just feels like nothing.
Yeah.
It's because it is nothing, right? I mean, that's the whole thing. Anyways, though, yeah. So, they eventually Billy figures out the thing's a battery, his powers, that powers. If I can get it and I can do the thing and supercharge it, I can kill everybody that way. So
the wizard also has that moment where he's like, "No, Billy, your wisdom. Like I did choose right. You saw that we.
Your
gave the
heart,
power
it's like
to
the most
everyone."
like
It's
corny
shut the fuck up.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Same thing again. Like we're talking about, Andy talked about it earlier. All these different threads in there that like just we didn't even need. We didn't need that. We talked about it earlier, kind of, but like this is right around when it does really happen with the mom of like, let me see my Billy one more time. Oh my god, I love you, mom. And it was just like, again, none of these are fleshed out enough to matter in this moment.
Yeah.
Like it sounds sweet. It sounds like a cool thing, but you have to really be into like the kids. Really get, not all of them. The kids really get the short end of the stick on this one. It is really the Shazam characters we see more than anything, which is fine, but it also then totally removes you from being like, oh, they're kids, right? This is like not their true form or whatever.
And Helen
Anyway.
Mirren's been bleeding out for 38 hours straight.
Yeah, they bring her back to life. And she's like, oh, just stop shocking me and let me die or whatever she said. Let me go underworld. And then that's the plan of shrink the fucking thing around me and I'll kill the thing and then we'll do the thing and then Lucy
to
Lou,
avoid
she'll go back
killing
to
a bunch
Charlie's
of
Angels.
people. Let's.
Yeah, exactly. So they lure Lucy Lou in there with the dragon. They do the thing I'm talking about. They shrink the thing. She's like, no, and she's mad. And then Billy has the moment saying goodbye to his family, goodbye to Freddy. It's very sad. Then he goes up there and he starts shooting lightning bolts at everything, and overloads the fucking thing. And then finally it explodes.
Quick question, Greg. The wizard Shazam. What are his powers? Is he still the wizard Shazam, or is he now the?
Well, he
mortal?
was the champion right before this, and
Was
then yeah, because he gave him his powers. He said I should have stayed the champion at one point.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
remember Shazam 1 well, by the way, but he said that in this movie.
But like, how does that work with Black Adam? Because wasn't he the champion? Like,
It's an excellent question, Kevin.
there was a champion. Like his son was the champion.
They were wrong about Black Adam, though, and so they just they entombed him away, and then they kind of were like, "Now we'll just do
Wasn't
it
it
again."
the wizard Shazam that entombed him away?
Kevin, I don't want to get into this because I feel like he's gonna poke some holes in Shazam: Fury of the Gods that we don't need to poke holes in.
Okay.
You know what
I'll
I mean?
never forget. I was
Which-
telling Greg when we were at the movie theater before the movie started that before we watched Black Adam, they showed the trailer for Shazam 2, and Jaimin Hansu is in the Shazam trailer, looking like his wizard self with the big beard and the dreads and everything. And then Black Adam, the movie starts, and we see Jaimin Hansu in the same sort of. And I was like thinking to myself, damn, they just typecast him as this one role, huh? I'm like, oh no, it's the same guy. Like I forgot that these are connected somehow, but also not connected at all.
Although it was a nice little Easter egg, right? Of like, when he's fighting Lucy Liu in this dome and he's getting zapped, his costume's turning into the Black Adam costume. It was getting all
Was
black
it?
and
I-
destroyed. Yeah.
That was I also think very confusing on, just why? What's the point of making it look like the Black Adam outfit?
So we sit there and go, oh man, Black Adam, remember that guy?
Remember that?
That's the one appearance that The Rock allowed to
Adam.
be in Shazam.
Yeah, right.
The shot of Zachary Levi walking in the baseball stadium, throwing the staff arm to arm while he just calls down lightning.
Why?
I was like, this
Why?
is pretty cool. Why are we still going though? Just toss it
Yeah.
back and forth, toss it back and forth. There's like 10 back and forths, and it's like I get it. There's a lot of lightning. Like you
I
could
got
have just
him,
given
good.
me like maybe 1, 2, and then like a big thing, just like have it all coming down. But instead, he wasn't even saying anything interesting. He was just kind of like taking his time strolling.
And the dragon's watching. Anyways, they fucking do that, and it
What?
blows up, and the dome comes down, and the dragon's dead, and Lucy Lou's dead, and the whole family runs in there, and they're like, Billy! Billy!
Billy!
And
Billy!
finally, who finds him? Amy Mamie. Amy Mamie's like, there he is! And Freddy hears it, and Freddy runs over, and he's crying. He's like, you get up! Get up! You tell me it was all a joke. And I was like, damn, Freddy, you fucking killing right now, brother. And like, he's pounding on him.
Damn, Freddy.
And Amy Mamie's like, oh, hey, he's over here. And everybody comes over, and it's fucking super sad, man. Looks
Freddie
a lot
needs to
like-
be in more things. Like,
like
looks
Freddie.
a lot like BVS.
this dude's a good
you know what I mean?
actor. He has great line delivery. He has great like comedic sort of feel. I just like it, I need to see him in stuff that isn't this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that speaks volumes about him as an actor. The fact that like I can still come away going, this kid is good, even though he's in this movie, you know.
Can I sell you on something he's in?
No.
No fuck. Yeah, sell me it.
You watch Batman and Superman Battle of the Super Sons. It's one of the DC animated ones, one of the more recent ones. He's Jonathan Kent in it. He's really good in it.
Oh.
He's also Alberto in Luca,
Oh.
and he's in the It movies.
Luca was a good movie, man. Luca made me cry.
And they're like, he's dead. Oh no, we
Luka
gotta
Doncic.
bury him or whatever. And then the wizard's like, well, bury him where everybody gets buried. That's a god or whatever. And then I think I was peeing when they introduced this place because what is this? This is Mount Olympus. This is just the gods' territory or some shit.
They
I don't
never
know.
tell
Where
us it's just the god's realm.
no,
It
okay. One of the gods'
it
realm.
reminded me of the place from Black Adam.
It somehow
one?
that realm, all the powers got taken right in there. They got put in the
Yeah,
staff.
but the staff, the
which
wizard.
created a barrier, and
Yeah.
then I guess their life tree died.
No.
This movie sucks.
And so they bury him, and they're like, it's there, and then like, there's nothing in that staff that could save him. And the wizard's like, nah, man, it would need the spark of a god, and then or a demigod. And it's her.
I fucking lost my
Gal
shit.
Gadot is
They
there,
played
and
the
she-
music. They actually did it this time. Her fucking walking in. It's actually Gal. And I'm like, let's fucking go. This is so great.
'Cause
So
I-
stupid.
'cause I
so perfect.
I thought they were gonna fake us out that first time.
Yeah.
Like I thought we were gonna see her in that dream and like, oh, we're clearly not showing the head because it's not really her. But just kidding, it is her. Like I think I'm glad I didn't have this spoiled for me because I thought it was pretty.
It was great.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was a great. Oh, this is a neat surprise. And then you're like, this whole scene sucks. Everything that happens sucks. She grabs a stick that gives us some god powers. Boom, 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 bam. He comes back from the dead. He's all dusty. He's like, oh, you buried me right away. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Billy.
Shut up, Billy.
You know,
Also,
you were
like, can he
fucking
not
burnt to a
die?
crisp. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
Okay.
Again, don't even get me started.
The spider joke was my least favorite joke of the entire movie.
Oh, yeah?
It was really weird and out of place. Like I don't understand who's gonna think that's funny.
Dude,
Anybody.
here's what I gotta say, bro. I'm gonna catch
Bruh.
a lot of heat for this.
Eat
Oof.
it up.
But this spider bit, along with the first end credit, this feels like James Gunn, and like not the good James Gunn.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
More
like
like
not the
James
good
Gunn,
James
bro.
Gunn.
It ain't James Gunn, and that's an insult to say that, and I won't hear it. I won't respect you for saying it. I won't listen to it.
That's fair.
I
Thank
see
you.
what you're
I didn't
saying.
watch the second post credit though. I left.
Literally, yeah. I thought you were joking when you. and he turns to me, he's like, "Let me know what happens in the post-credit scene," and pats my leg and walks on. I'm like, "Oh, he's gonna go to the bathroom. He'll be back."
I
And
was
then
good-
He never came back.
You know, I was thinking about it, and like Tim and I both went to the restroom, and then I was like, my Uber's here. Somehow, magically called my Uber. Greg, who
Damn.
would have thought? Who would have thought?
He hits on Wonder Woman and she walks away, points out the fact that even though I have the power of Zeus, we're not related. And she's like, hit me up in a million years or some shit. I forget what she says. And then that's Shazam, right? And they're all in their new house. They have a cool new house that they're building, and everybody's a family. And, you know, Mary finally got to go to school because she's got an Oxford shirt or some shit on. And then guess who knocks at the door? It's the wizard. He called an Uber. All right. And then they're like,
He's got a hat and he shaved his
he's got a
beard.
hat. He looks great. I mean, he looks great.
I mean, it looked awesome, but it was just hilarious when he walks in. Like, just hearing Roger and Kevin laugh got me so much. And they're just like, it's the wizard. Like, it's so weird, man.
Weird. I thought it was funny though. I loved his look in this.
But like, I thought it was unintentionally funny. Like, I don't know if we're supposed to be laughing at it the way we did.
Definitely not as hard as we were.
It was just an odd thing to happen, I thought. Like,
odd for sure. I do think they meant it to be funny. Like, why else would they do it?
I don't
This
know.
is supposed to be cool.
I mean, I stopped. Why would they?
I
do
don't think
anything
it
with
was
this movie a
supposed to
long
be
time ago?
cool.
Yeah, little kids are gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, he looks like a normal person."
That's exactly what they're gonna say.
And then as we get to the post-credit scene, the first one was the Justice Society one, correct? Where it's
Yeah.
Diebeard and
Amelia Harcourt.
walking and complaining about how hard it is to walk in boots. And then they get there, and this is like such a weird, like, this is how you know it's not James Gunn. You say it feels like James Gunn.
This
like,
is totally James
No,
Gunn.
it wasn't.
This
No.
is
What is-
totally
Oh, it
James
totally
Gunn.
could be.
No way.
This
I
is
feel like this
totally
is
James
such-
Gunn dialogue.
what a lazy setup. We're gonna go get this guy and recruit this guy. He's shooting bottles. Is this supposed to be a prequel where he just got his powers? Because now he does all sorts of flying and cool shit. You're telling me Billy still just goes to a random ass gas station and shoots bottles? That's what he's doing with his fucking unlimited power?
Yeah, that's just fucking. I mean, look, it's not good at all. But I love what
Lazy.
they did with these two post-credit scenes because they're setting themselves up to be able to do whatever the fuck they want when it comes to the DCEU. First one, straight up just being like, yeah, Shazam could return. Zachary Levi, all the stuff here, this could stay in the DCU of them setting up with these characters that James Gunn said are still canon to where we're going forward. I was more thrown off by them recruiting for the Justice Society, them recruiting for the Peacemaker team that is also like ex-Task Force because
Task Force X.
What's up?
Task Force X.
Task Force X then.
Former Task
Right.
Force X.
Former. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not understand what you were saying.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I understand. Double X's there. But yes, they now are recruiting for the Justice Society that Pierce Brosnan and them were in, and Hawkman from Black Adam. Like, that makes no fucking
Tim.
sense.
It makes perfect sense. Remember, Amanda Waller calls in the Justice Society.
She's still collecting checks, man.
Amanda Waller is doing the whole Duff Light, Duff Dark. She's
Yeah.
got a bunch of superheroes on the payroll and the supervillains. She doesn't care what they're calling.
No, it's
Justice
I'm
Society
hazy.
are a bunch of fucking
I can't wait for this to
cowards,
be
just
over.
like the Suicide Squad.
I'm hazy on this though, but
Chumps and chumps.
don't the Harcourt and them leave Amanda Waller?
At the end of Peacemaker?
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
No.
No, because
Yeah,
remember in
remember.
Black Adam, she says Waller sends her regards or whatever. They're working together when they drop off Black Adam. They're still a part of the team. They're still on Waller's payroll.
These characters were in Black Adam. That's what I'm not remembering.
Yeah, there was the scene.
Yeah,
where-
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Harcourt is
yeah.
in Black Adam when they drop him off.
There we go. There we go.
when we
When
thought
they
the
drop
movie
off
ended the
Test
first time.
Yeah. And then so anyways, I just
And then the devil comes.
and then the fucking second post-credit scene. I love that they have the fucking audacity.
Tell me all about it. I didn't see it.
So to tell you about it, Andy, I need to actually take you back to Shazam fucking 1.
Take me
All
back,
right?
brother.
Where I don't know if
Take
you
me
remember,
back.
but the bad guy in Shazam 1. Do you remember him? Bald dude.
The Smalls guy,
Ooh.
Mark Smalls. Is that his name?
Oh,
Mark Strong.
Strong.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Mark Strong,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Remember he was in a like cell that had like it was just all walls, and he's in this fucking cell, and then a little worm came out and started talking to him.
Oh,
You remember that?
Oh,
that
yeah.
worm is Mr. Mind, according to Greg. All right, and they set some shit up that when we first saw that, we're all like, "We'll see where this fucking goes," and no one could give a shit less. They redid it again now, and Mark Strong's just staring at a fucking wall, and all of a sudden he hears a voice, and he looks over, and it's the fucking worm, and he starts talking to the worm, and the worm's like, "I have so much shit to tell you. I have so much. I'm gonna tell you everything, but not yet, and he just goes away, and the worm just goes away, and then it ends. It's them admitting to themselves they don't have a fucking plan. They don't know at all. They're just like, yeah, you're still gonna be fucking waiting here because this plot doesn't fucking matter at all.
What?
It was
But they played
Hilarious.
it for laughs, Andy. They played it for laughs. It wasn't as serious as Tim's making it out to be. Because the guy yells at him, was like, "I've been waiting 2 years."
So it's like a self-aware
And Mr.
thing.
Mind's like, "Listen, I don't have arms or legs. I have to slither everywhere. It takes me a long time."
No, 1,000% self-aware. Like they are admitting that this is stupid.
Gotcha.
Like they are totally in on it. That no, this is not going anywhere. We're not gonna fucking see this come to fruition. Period.
I love that.
Gotta love it so damn much.
Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
Shazam, baby.
RaGu BaGu.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rad Guys Talk Bad Guys, the podcast within a podcast where we rank all the DCEU villains in one amazing, comprehensive list. To catch you up, we have 13 people so far on the Rad Guys Talk Bad Guys list. Number one being the best is Butterfly, Judo Master, and White Dragon from Peacemaker. Number two is Starro, Waller, and Corto Maltese from Suicide Squad, or The Suicide Squad. I can never keep them straight. Number three is Black Mask and Zazaz, Victor Zazaz, from Birds of Prey. Number four is Zod from the one and only Man of Steel. Will he return in The Flash? We'll see. Number five is Doomsday and Lex in Batman v Superman. Number six is Steppy / Darkseid in Justice League, the Snyder Cut. Number seven is Maxwell Lord and Cheetah in the one and only Wonder Woman 1984. Number 8 is Thad in Shazam 1. Number 9 is Sir Pat in Wonder Woman. Number 10 is Ocean Master / Manga
Sir Pat
and Aquaman. Number 11 is Steppenwolf in the original Justice League. Number 12 is the Devil in Black Adam. And number 13 is Enchantress and her baby bro in Suicide Squad or The Suicide Squad. I can never keep it straight. Where do we want to rank the fucking Daughters of Atlas?
So look, they sucked, and there was very little good, if any, to be said about them. But like, I feel like that's true for so many of these. Like, I honestly, personally, don't care where we rank them as long as it is at or below Steppenwolf from Justice
fair enough.
League.
Oh, I think this is far below anything from Justice League.
11 is Steppenwolf, 12 is the Devil from Black Adam, and 13 is Enchantress and her baby bro.
It's not
just for a second, would say personally, I would put them at Steppenwolf, knocking Steppenwolf down. So they'd go 11, Steppenwolf goes 12, Devil at 13, 14, Enchantress.
Above Steppenwolf, you'd say. What's below? What's above Steppenwolf? Sorry.
Ocean Master / Black Manta. From,
Definitely
Aquaman.
below that. I'd put it below that, and I'm down to go lower, but
I'm down below Ocean Master.
I just I just think that there was just nothing interesting about them at all.
Sounds like then the Daughters of Atlas enter in at number 11, below Ocean Master and above Steppenwolf.
Usually when we have bad villains, we go, well, at least the acting was good, but the motivations were all over the place. Motivations were cool, but man, just like stupid writing. But like this was just kind of like all like C to D stuff, you know? And that's a bummer.
It was
It
bad.
definitely is. Now it's time to rank the DCEU. Currently, the ranking is as follows. Number 1, Peacemaker. Number 2, The Suicide Squad. Number 3, Birds of Prey. Number 4, Wonder Woman. Number 5, Shazam. Number 6, Batman v Superman. Number 7, Man of Steel. Number 8, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Number 9, Black Adam. Number 10, Aquaman. Number 11, Wonder Woman 1984. Number 12, Justice League. And number 13, Suicide Squad.
I would put this at number 13 underneath Justice League.
Wow.
Above Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
My vote would be at number 9, below Snyder Cut and above Black Adam.
Yeah, because of how this list works, I think I have to go with Greg. I think that it's better than the first Shazam, not by much, but I do think it is. But I don't think it's as good as Batman v Superman, and definitely not Man of Steel. Zack Snyder's Justice League, take it or leave it. But earlier I was talking about moments. There are moments of Zack Snyder's Justice League that I would enjoy watching, whereas for this one, there's not. But
Black Adam had like decent like fight choreography to me. Like I think there was some cool action moments in Black Adam when he's just going off and throwing tanks at people and fucking like when he's just going ham. I think the action scenes are more than serviceable. Here, like I don't think there's maybe 4 jokes that I thought were funny in this movie, and that's all really I can say that was decent about this movie.
Yeah, I could not agree at all. I think Black Adam is like an atrocity compared to this. But
crazy.
Aquaman is, I think, way too low on our list. But anyways, yeah. So me and Greg would both vote it there. making it the new number 9, Shazam, Fury of the Gods. We're going to return to the DCEU in just a few short months, everybody, with The Flash, and then Blue Beetle right after that, and then Aquaman right after that. Which one do you guys think is going to be the worst? It's going to be Aquaman. I feel like Aquaman 2 is going to come in hot and potentially at the bottom of the list, baby.
God damn. Yeah, I mean,
God
you're
damn,
probably
this is
right.
really only Aquaman 2?
Yeah.
Fuck.
My man.
Yeah, it is. Let us know in the comments below what you thought of Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Like I was saying earlier, next week in review will be John Wick Chapter 4. Thank God. Thank God. We need that, Andy. We need some high-quality movie-going experiences. 3 hours of perfection. But until next time, I love you all. Goodbye.